Hello everyone, and welcome to Silent Hill 2. I know this is quite the surprise, but the bug bit me because I have been working on my Silent Hill research, and it's been a while since I dove into the games, so we're gonna do that today. Welcome everyone! Hello, Faku, Victor, Dawn, Sarah, Garza, Needlepup, Delvin, Pablo, Natasha, Zako, Kuro-sama, hello. This name is taken. My Tainted Innocence, Jeff. Hello, everybody. Sorry if I missed you. There's lots of names. I see Faku says that the Spanish-speaking group is taking over. That seems to be true. I only ask your lenience that I failed your language in college 3 times. Please be gentle with my understanding of your language when you take over. I think our brightness settings... Does it look good over there? Sound, brightness, look good? Let me know if you want it brightened or made louder. Oh, I did not realize this! Oh my god, we're doing this. So I have started playing my PS2 games by emulation on PS3. Did not occur to me the emulated Silent Hill 2 would have Born from a Wish, which I've never streamed. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should do it... Maybe I should play the game first, since I did name this Silent Hill 2. We'll start with the game. But now we can stream frickin' Born from a Wish. I'm very excited about that. Hey, folks. Kazune, who I believe became a member very recently. Thank you for joining us, Kazune. We are now at 72 people. When we reach 100, I will... I will read the rest of my Silent Hill fanfiction. Oh, no. I'll be the ambassador. I think ambassadors are supposed to be able to speak the language, but Spanish quite literally made me spend another semester in college. I was in college for 5 years, because you're required to learn a language. And I'm hard of hearing with hearing, what do they call it? I can't even remember the word. Processing disorders. My dad literally only graduated from college. He has the same issue, had the same issue. He only graduated from college because for like a handful of years they took away the language requirement and he slid under there, and I did not get away with that. It took 3 years to convince them that my disability was serious enough that I could not learn a foreign language. So I got to take like global literacy or something.
Mary, could you really be
Hello,
in this
new
town?
folks joining us. Aw, you bought my books? Thank you so much. I'm very sorry that my books have sold out. But not volume 2, that's not it. Second edition is coming. I'm rewriting them. First book, Fear for the Flesh, has already been rewritten, mostly for conciseness' sake. Like, I could tell... I wonder what all that says. I could tell that I was still kind of writing in the, we've got to make this as long as possible kind of camp, where, you know, you're in college and you want to make the essay as long as you could. I made it more concise. I added some new things. The Silent Hill 1 book is being reviewed, should be available this month. I approached the Silent Hill 2 book, and ooh boy! It's not, it needs redoing way harder than the Silent Hill 1 does. It needs completely rewritten. It just needs help. Hey, Billy. Oh, man. James is, he's popping out of existence. This is an emulated game on a PS3, which we've done before, but we've not done with this game, so I guess we'll see how well this particular game runs.
I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday.
Oh man, college used to... See, actually, I took Latin in high school, and Latin didn't have a speaking requirement, so I did great. Guess what they didn't have in college? Latin. Because the part that I suffer with is speaking. I can't... My brain has a lot of trouble processing sound. So even when I'm speaking with other English language speakers, I have a lot of trouble understanding what they're saying, and I often have to have them repeat what they're saying.
I got a letter.
When my brain is also trying to translate what that person is saying, I can't follow it at all. Whenever we had to do speaking tests in class, I always failed. I could do vocab and writing, couldn't do the language portion, which was,
It's ridiculous.
You know, anyway.
Couldn't possibly be
Here
true.
we are once again in
That's what
Toluca
I keep
Lake,
telling myself.
which is a place in England, apparently.
Big
Just a
person
photograph
can't
they
write a
lifted
letter.
from the internet. I love that. And you can tell, actually, that it
Mary
is,
died
now
of
that I know
damn
that,
disease
that
3
it is
years
just a
ago.
photograph of a place in England.
So then, Why am I looking for
And something I discovered today. I am reading and researching and all that today.
special place?
That's all I've been working on, Aztec myth, all
That she
that.
made?
I think I mentioned in the Toluca video that
This whole town is
Toluca
our special
possibly
place.
comes from the word Tolucan, which,
she mean
one of the
park on the
research,
lake?
I had only read very little at the time on Aztecs, I didn't own
We
a lot of
spent
books
the
on
whole
it,
day there.
said place of Tolo, which was a god.
Just the two
Actually,
of us, staring at the
Tolocan is the general term for the one of the
Mary
Aztecs'
really be
heavens.
there?
There's 13 of them. A lot of this info changes
She
based
really
on
alive?
who you're talking to and what book, you know, because the myths vary
for me.
depending on who wrote them down. You know, they changed over time, so it's kind of hard to nail down what certain things meant or what they are. But Tolucan apparently means place of the gods. Toluca, place of the gods. Fascinating. So yeah, we're gonna be digging in deep here. I'm very sad that it's so hard to read what's in the bathroom. I've pulled the text. Well, I didn't pull the textures out. I downloaded the textures, and the writing on the wall is almost imparsable. The Hebrew, if you've read my book before, the Hebrew is kind of words. Some of them might be words. I really think it's meant to be a model of the Tree of Life. Oh, I have to go get the map. Because there are many images that resemble a person with the different words written. They've actually said where that image came from. It came from a book, but I can't remember what book it was. It might have been in the Book of Lost Memories might have said where they got that image. But I think it is definitely based in the Kabbalah, for sure. I thought it was related to the capital of Estado de Mexico. Well, the capital, Mexico City's built on the old Aztec capital, if I remember right, which was built on a lake. The same way that this city kind of was. And apparently they had, like, a temple that was a very high pyramid that they did all their rituals on, kind of like how Silent Hill has the, you know, the island in the middle of the lake with the church. And now we're here in the fog. Ooh, I love it. And there's the dogs! The only game without any dog enemies, and yet we hear the dogs in the woods. That just, it screams Dante to me. I've talked about that too, that, you know, Dante Alighieri wrote about how he was lost midway in life's journey in a wood, and he comes across 3 animals. One of which was a lion, one was a panther, and one might have been a dog. I don't think it was. Might have been. But dogs are totally the animal of the underworld. He is descending into hell here. You know, My Tainted Innocence says this has got to be better than the HD collection, and you are not wrong. I can survive with James's pants going on the fritz. Here in Mexico is a state surrounding the city called Mexico State, and its capital is Toluca. Ooh, yeah, Toluca is a lake, isn't it, in that area? I've still been looking it up, but I think the last book I read mentioned that it's got a lot of lakes, and they lived in a kind of marshy, swampy area, and I think Toluca was one of the lakes, and then it came from Tolucan. Yes, they did. Akatsuki's right. They did call the city the Venice of the West before they fucking ruined it. Which, honestly, the history's muddled because, of course, a lot of recordings and stuff got destroyed. But it's actually possible that it was more of a civil war that the Spaniards took advantage of. Where it wasn't necessarily the Spanish, or the Spaniard military conquering them, so much as they brought illnesses that made things suck for everyone, and then rival groups that didn't want the Aztecs to be, you know, their overlords anymore said, hey, we're gonna fight. And the Spaniards said, cool, we will take over your country in the aftermath. Fuck. Anyway. My girl. Oh. My poor girl. Ugh, this cutscene is so beautiful and fucked. It's so fucked. Oh, my beautiful child. Let me save you. What is happening to the chat? Why is it doing that? I thought I fixed that.
No, it's okay.
I think it does
I
that
didn't mean to scare
sometimes when it wants to refresh, but I
I'm kind of
thought I
lost.
turned off the refresh setting. Sorry. No idea why it's freaking out.
Lost?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
I'm looking
I will
for
have
a
to look
Silent
at that
Hill.
afterward.
Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road.
And look, the
You
freaking
can't miss
graveyard's sinking right into the water.
Thanks.
I love it.
it. But
My family actually has
Yes?
a family graveyard. My dad's
think
in a
you'd better
small
stay
town
away.
out to the countryside. We have a family graveyard that's sinking into a big marsh, and my mom said, no, we're not being buried here, I'm sorry.
This
It's
town,
not happening.
there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
Is
Yeah,
it
I don't know what's going on,
dangerous?
chat. Do I need to just turn you off?
And it's
Good
not
lord.
just
It
the
seems like it's gone back to
fog
normal.
either.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
I
Okay,
got
we're
it.
turning it off. Where
I'll
is...
be careful.
I'm not lying.
No,
Oh.
I believe you. It's
It's
just
so clear that nobody has
guess
ever
I really
listened
don't
to or
care
respected
if
her.
it's
I'm
dangerous
not
or not.
lying.
I'm going to town.
And
either
yet
way.
she has the most normal reason for entering town. She
But
says she's looking
why?
for her mama. And theoretically, according to the
I'm looking
novelization,
for
her mom left
someone.
her and her dad and brother and
Who is
moved to
it?
Silent Hill. So theoretically, her mom could be alive. She could
Very
be looking for a
important to me.
normal living person.
I'd do
Yet she
anything if I
knows
could be
something's
with her
wrong with
again.
the town.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've
It
seen
never
her.
occurred to me to wonder why. Was she maybe a local that knew the reputation of the area?
I thought my father and brother were
Hello,
here, but
Chrysamity. Thanks for joining
I can't
us.
find them either.
I think yes, she is 19. I think originally she was going to be younger, but the
sorry.
voice actress's work,
It's
they
not
really
your
liked
fault.
it and felt like it kind of
I
came across
hope
as a
you
little
find it.
older, so they changed
yeah,
the age.
you too.
I love the legs just disappearing. I don't know why that keeps happening. And I don't think you can edit game graphics settings in this old of a game. I don't know, but can we read any of these? I don't think you can read any of the gravestones, which seems like seems sad, given you can read them later. How creepy would that have been to end up in the graveyard in Toluca prison and have the same gravestone show up? Oof. That would have been neat. Is this the right way? No. That's the way I came. I'm already lost. In a game that I know so well. I need to be past the house to the left. Oh, we can talk to her again, though, right? We can approach and say, hey. I'm just gonna come over and breathe on you.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Sure is quiet here, huh?
She's like, what
I
the?
guess.
She's like, you're such a weirdo. Oh, man. Oh, did she say anything else? No,
What
it's
is
saying,
it?
okay.
Oh, nothing.
Sure is quiet here, huh?
I guess.
Oh man, my writing gets so sloppy when I'm rushing. Alright. There's the tree, there's the water. Hello, Toluca Lake. My friend. And those, are they reeds? Is that what reeds is? Reeds are like a water plant, right? They are very big in Aztec mythology, and the goddess of Silent Hill is referred to as the, Lord of Serpents and Reeds. And that's both, like, big Aztec things. Reading up on Aztec lore has revealed a lot about Silent Hill. Holy shit. They really did take quite a lot from it. Christianity, too, but we'll dig into that next episode. Man, all these creepy, gross sounds. I love it. My writing sounds like an ASMR. Welcome to our ASMR Silent Hill researching writing stream. Oh, I didn't realize there was a little sign. We can't read it, so. And wasn't this in, like, somebody revealed this was, like, Comic Sans or something? Or maybe it was in the HD remake. Hello, creepy white. I wonder if this is actually his van. I'm gonna look at that cutscene and see if it... I wonder if that's actually, like, his van that he left. If the cutscene has the same background, then maybe it is. My notes literally just say, van and ranch is same? Surely I'll understand what that means in a few hours. Let's keep going. Sounds like running up. It does have a really wet sound to it, doesn't it? It kind of sounds moist. I wonder, they did something like 200 different sound effects for the footsteps, but they didn't specify, like, what they did to make the footsteps. Like, what noise is this? I'm very curious to know. James is clearly out of shape. I feel you, James. Danger, keep out. Alright, oh, nope. God, I'm so bad at switching back to these controls. Oh, I think there's items over here. Plot twist, it's Maria's van and she's a normal person? That's funny. So fun story. Talking about how Aztec lore may have influenced this game. There is a myth in Aztec mythology that involves a major goddess who appears in Silent Hill. Sometimes her daughter's the one that's in the myth, sometimes it's her, but she's the goddess of fornication and sin, basically. She's goddess of a lot of things. She is the goddess of fucking shit up and then saying, hey, sorry I fucked shit up, my bad. And in one of the myths, there's this really pure man who, like, has dedicated his life to the gods, and the gods are like, okay, well, let's test that. And they send a bunch of sexy ladies to him, and he's not tempted. And then the goddess of, the sex and fun times shows up and tempts him and wins. And so the gods are like, well, how dare you? You failed us. We're turning you into a scorpion. And they turned him into a scorpion, and now we have scorpions. And it just, the goddess in that myth is the goddess that appears on James's template in the prison. And I just kind of had to immediately think of Maria and how she's created, or sent, really, to tempt James as a kind of test. And this goddess is literally the goddess of adultery. And if the people that commit adultery are meant to prostrate and confess to her, and then they're killed for it. Like, that is a punishable offense. And that's why a lot of men would confess very late in their lives. And after those people were killed, they would actually create idols of this goddess to kind of honor the adulterer that was part of their family that died. Kind of like, oh man, that sucks, you died, but we still love you. Here's a statue, you know. I find that very fascinating. Oh, did we get a member? I'm sorry, the chat's going by so fast I almost missed that. Someone joined. Let me scroll up. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's amazing. Be sure to check the description and get your bonuses, which I am still working on updating. Holy shit, there's 50 people here. Hello! It's been a while since I've streamed Silent Hill. Silent Hill symbolism has definitely suffered a little bit because this has been the year from hell and I've had no motivation, no energy. Like many of you, I'm sure, life has changed and that's where it is. And so it was very hard for me to continue Silent Hill symbolism. I tried to keep my interest by varying up what I did and kind of, you know, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Numbers definitely fell, but I'm sure that's also partly because this is the year from hell and everything sucks for everyone. But I think I've found it again. I'm feeling better. Things are turning around. I hope I can get back into regularly making Silent Hill essay videos. Really, I'm doing the podcast thing. I love it. The podcast has 80 listens on Spotify. I'm so excited. But I will still do essay videos in the sense that they're all just photos now. The videos, when it was actual footage from the games, the freaking program, that is a freaking $500 program. I got it for $25 on sale. $500 program would crash constantly and have so many issues and problems, and it would take like 3 hours to render, and it was so obnoxious. So the last video I did was 90% just pictures, and I tried to make them look kind of creepy and cool. And I think it worked, and it looked good, and people were really happy about the return to form. So I'm really glad that that's going to be a good way, you know, do the podcast thing, focus on making it sound good and have good info, but then kind of, you know, give some pictures to look at when it goes on YouTube. And I actually totally forgot to post the long one from last week on YouTube. It's on Patreon. I totally forgot to put it on YouTube, damn it. Hey folks joining us, welcome. Podcast. The Silent Hill Symbolism series is now technically a podcast in that I post it to, it's on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, a couple other places. So you can listen to it like a podcast, or you can watch it on YouTube, you know, the video. There's also a longer form for members. Members get more content. The last video might have been 5 minutes more, the one before that might have been 7. My goal, when I have the time and energy, is to make each section about 15 minutes long. The new year and the holidays, I have not had a lot of free time, but we're gonna get there. Aw, thank you! I'm so glad! Were there books left? Really? I didn't think there were. Let me double check. Oh no, I'm being attacked! How do I attack? Okay, that's the button. New books are coming. I am ordering, oh wow.
Is it dead?
That took 5 seconds.
What the hell
That's
is
great.
it? It's not human.
It's not human. Oh, thank you, Victor. Did I unlock a chainsaw, or is this the new game? It is the first time I played this. I'm emulating it on a PS3. Could it have been that creature? Could it have been that creature? Does he mean the one... Oh, that's the body. Yes, I do think that the creature probably did murder him. Yes. I love the story of this creature, that it's someone that he saw, the Masahiro Ito saw a guy in a hoodie in his office walking down the hallway, and he was like, holy shit, do that. And it's very, it makes a lot of sense. Like, it visually embodies the feeling of being trapped in your own body and in pain, which I think all of us at some point have suffered, but which terminally ill folks like Mary definitely suffer the worst. Ugh.
What the?
Aw, thank you, Victor.
Better take it anyway.
I just saw a number uno fan. Numero uno. Jeez, I can't read. I think I'm gonna have to get new glasses soon. Not only because, I have a big head. This is not a joke. I stretch my glasses out. Here, watch this. See if it does it. They just fall off! Because my head has stretched them out so far. And also, I was putting up with that, but I think my actual prescription has gotten a little out of date. So, I may have to consider braving the outside world and get some new glasses, which I hope's not that bad. I don't know if my insurance I don't think it does, but I think they had a deal last time where I got it for like $50, so hopefully they're still doing that promotion. I need new eyeballs. Alright. So now we're out to explore. We're not gonna run immediately to where we can go to the game, because we know this. We know that, I know exactly where we need to go for plot. We're gonna explore a little bit. See what we find. Oh, item. Gimme. Oh, hi, Helena. Thanks for joining us. Okay. I know there's a trailer we can find around here. Oh, man. We haven't even mentioned, Guy Sihi Chihi. Oof. Guy 5G. Who's decided to just become batshit. He thinks 5G makes coronavirus, all this nuts stuff. Anyway. Blood Swamp! Remains of Blood Swamp. I mentioned in the last episode that the Aztecs built their city on a swampy area. They actually chose that. They were called the Crane people because of it, because cranes live in swamps, they live in swamps. And of course they did sacrifices, and so Blood Swamp. And this also says they had sacrifices around this area. And apparently, I think the wiki mentioned that the Blood Swamp monument is close to the building where we first see Pyramid Head, possibly implying he's associated with the Blood Swamp. Maybe an origin place? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Mary. The books should at this point all be stated as sold out, because they did go very fast. I was selling out old versions because I'm updating them and reprinting them in a second edition. So the good news is, if you missed out, then they are going to be coming back better than ever and more affordable than ever. I've made some changes. I've learned how to better make the books to make them more affordable. The one thing I really hate is that the full color is going to have to go. Thank you so much, Jeff. We will definitely have to, yes. Yeah, I think I have seen those. The wiki has some of those pictures, Jeff. We do need to finish watching the Silent Hill 2 inspired movies. Yeah, so things I changed, no more full color pictures, because I really liked the theme of putting, like, blood in the books and making it very red. It was cool, but expensive. And so I changed the artistic style to be black and white rather than focused on bloody red, and that made the book a lot more affordable, as well as concising, like, the website I use charges by 50 pages, so I concised it down a little bit and made it a little more affordable. I think the paperbacks will be $12-14, and I don't know the hardbacks yet. I haven't gotten a estimate on the hardbacks, so be more affordable than they are now. So that's good. If you are interested in the ebook, the Fear for the Flesh, I've already updated. I'm waiting for the proofs on the physical copies. I see you partying under there. But the ebooks have been updated, so if you buy those now, you get the second edition. They are good to go. I'm also splitting the script book into, like, issues of 25, because the script book is 300 pages long and twice as expensive to make than the other books. So I decided to make it into volumes, like 25 episodes each-ish. Still working on that. Volume 1 is getting ready for printing, but the others are not yet. Big J's! I love all the fake signage and stuff in video games, but especially this video game. Let's go to Big J's. Oh, there's that van again. Alright, I think we picked up the key to the apartments. What is this? I wish the camera would let me look at more things. I know there are people that, like, hack the shit out of these games and can move the camera wherever they want. I want to know how to do that. And I want to go to baby's closet. Can I come in? I want to go to a baby closet. Chances of an audiobook. The first book and the second book have audiobooks. Obviously, now that the books are being changed, they don't match up exactly. And I do have plans to re-record those, as well as recording one for the third Silent Hill book, because I never did for that one. I just didn't have time. Hey, he's the dead guy! Working on all of that. It is taking time. But that's part of why I've moved my streams around, and now I only stream once a day, because I'm trying to, you know, work a lot on these projects behind the scenes. But the audiobooks are now $10 each if you want to listen to the old ones. Fear for the Flesh and Waiting for You, 1 and 2. I'm going to write everything I've learned so far. Maybe that will help you out somehow. If you're reading this, it probably means I'm already dead. Yeah, you are major big time dead, and I love that it looks like the corpses very much resemble the monsters, just wearing clothes. Hello, Ethan, welcome. A torn memo. I saw those demons. They were there, I'm certain. My friend says he didn't see anything. If that's true, does that mean what I saw was an illusion? But whether the demon that ate demon that ate humans? I don't remember that. That's a fun detail. I don't think we've ever had confirmation of what the monsters in town do besides kill you. Apparently this one eats you. Whether it was a hallucination my mind dreamed up, I know I'm beyond all hope. Isn't Big J? Nah, Hole here is Bar Neely's, which I would love to know what Bar Neely's is a reference to. Like, what is a Neely? Is it a name? Seems they're attracted to light. That's why people who need light are their natural prey. They react strongly to sound. If you want to go on living, you're better off sitting in the dark and staying quiet, but even that probably won't save you. If you're going to fight them, the most important thing is to relax. It's dangerous to fire a gun while you're crazy with fear. Take good aim and squeeze the trigger. Don't forget to finish them off. I think most of those creatures can be killed, even if they are tougher than people. Yeah, I love that theory, Akatsuki. Maybe not necessarily that they are previous Jameses, but that they are previous explorers of the town. That everybody that explores the town is here always, and those are just their previous attempts. Run away. Of course, the one in that one apartment's definitely James. Run away! Run away! Brave Sir James, he bravely ran away! He bravely turned his tail and fled. Oh, Fashion Boutique. That's my favorite fashion boutique. Alright. Ooh, Margaritaville? I didn't know Jimmy Buffett was over here. Oh man, fake signage is my favorite thing in the universe. Lucky Jade Restaurant. Damn, now I want some Chinese. Give me that. Okay. What are you looking at? Is there something else here? Yeah, it looks like. I love being on easy mode. There's items everywhere. Okay, old station wagon. Creepy monster. I think we're actually almost to the apartments, aren't we? I guess we'll go ahead and go in. Does this game still scare me? No. At this point, that bug just glitched through the fence. This game's kind of like an old friend, but it takes a lot to scare me nowadays anyway. I've become very, like, saturated with this series and these games and horror in general. I don't know. I'm kind of numb to it. I live with a very severe anxiety disorder, and these games are actually kind of a distraction from that. So I guess what I'm saying is real life scares me. Video games does not. Not video games. I've always felt like video games are really great for people with anxiety because they treat fear as an obstacle that you can defeat rather than like something that is just a permanent part of your daily existence. Alright. Hey, Hobbit Potato, welcome! Save the game. Yeah, we can't get anything else in here. Alright, map. You know, that would be a fun way to play this game on hard mode, is to just not ever get the maps, or use the maps. How do you feel about horror taking a turn back towards suspense and psychological thrilling? I feel that's great. I think that's amazing, and would love more of that. I think horror needs variety in general. I don't think all horror should be that, but definitely liking that there's more of a trend towards that, where I think for a little while we kind of, I don't know, fell off of it. It goes in cycles, you know. I really loved that Blair Witch game the other day. I'm definitely going to have to get their new, what is it? There's a new game they just put out. That, the Mirage? I don't know. But now that I've played Blair Witch, I'm definitely curious to play this other game of theirs. And I do have Layers of Fear, which is another game that they made. So we will have to be playing those games. Yeah! Ooh! Eternal Poison's been on my list for so long. I may have to move it up. HD collection that bad. I feel embarrassed the game was my first... Aw, no. See, I think that's most people's feeling on the game, that if it was your... If it let you play Silent Hill, and if it was the only way that you could access it, then it's fine. But it is definitely not up to the standard of the original games, which is ridiculous that they couldn't make such an old game look better with modern equipment, you know? It's more of a, how could you fuck this up, than a, it's such an embarrassment, you should never touch it, you know? If that's, you know, most people don't have a PS2 or a very expensive copy of Silent Hill 2. So don't feel bad. Like, freaking Silent Hill 2 is like $100 now. All of them are really expensive. Oh, hey, buddy! You chillin'? Just drop it in, say hey, how you doing? Anything in here for me? I love that apparently these apartments were based off apartments that they found in California, which is amazing to me because these don't look like any American apartments I've seen in my entire life. California must be very different compared to the eastern United States, which makes sense. We are considered very, you know, California versus the American Southeast is not the same for sure. Why am I not picking up any of these items? Is it maybe it's because I don't have the flashlight? Might be because I don't have the flashlight. Or I don't have that gun? I think it's gotta be flashlight, so let's go find the flashlight. Yeah, the HD collection's the only way most people can play these games. And, not to mention, Silent Hill 4 for a long time, super not playable for anybody. Now it's on GOG! I'm so glad that it's accessible to more people. That is delightful to me. I will definitely be playing that with folks again soon. Restarting or starting up my hard mode play. We'll have to get to that. Hello. Hey, Radiant Goddess, welcome. I do need to try and expand my research more into other games again. It was a little disappointing because I did the Resident Evil series for a while. I did a few isolated videos on other games, and they just never got the traction because the algorithm. But I think if I do my podcast style thing where, you know, still images with audio, it won't take as long, and maybe I can throw some stuff out there. Get some other games talked about. I really want to talk about Fatal Frame so bad, y'all. I want to play more of those games. So bad. What's a GOG or GOG is like Steam, it's a storefront that sells video games on the computer, and it's the only place that you can get Silent Hill 4 on the computer for like $10, which is a steal, considering that physically the game's like $100 or more. Yes, Fatal Frame lore videos one day. Someday soon. Oh, this is the top floor. This doesn't have the flashlight. This is the floor that breathes. No lie. This floor in this building, with the third floor that's like... It sounded just like the top floor of our health building, like where you have to go to see the school psychiatrist in college. And I would have to go sit there and wait for my meetings, because I was kind of mandated some stuff after my dad died as part of, anyway. My grades fell, so they said, go see a doctor, basically. And I'd have to sit there and just listen to this whole thing and like, oh god, this sounds like I'm in Silent Hill. And that freaking building was so creepy, too, because nobody was ever there, and half the lights didn't work. It was so empty and weird. Huh? Wait, what's... Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I was like, owned by CD? Oh, yeah, Silent Hill 4 is only available on GOG, and that's owned by CDPR, who suck. Ugh. Oh, flashlight! But I am very glad that Silent Hill 4 is now available to more people. Man, she literally has a frickin' halo. Halo, halo! Like, the first physical thing we see that represents Mary has a halo of light. Take the thing. There we go. Hi, hello, how are you? Dead now? Alright, this is lovely. I guess somebody was a sewing person? Sewing, nothing special about it. Well, maybe it was special to the person that owned it, James. Don't be such a judgy person. Anything else? No? Alright. What's my favorite Silent Hill title? 4. I usually, depending on when people ask, I usually say 4 or Downpour, but probably of the two, 4 is definitely my favorite. Downpour is my favorite newer one. Okay, where's my map? Map. How do I map? There's map. Okay. So we gotta find some keys. Gotta find some OJ. I guess we're just gonna start walking around again, because eventually we'll find all the shit. I guess we'll start going... We'll go back upstairs, deal with the third floor. We'll do that. Alright, what is... I guess it's newspaper on the wall? Alright, go on. A key! Give me. I'm sure nothing horrible will happen. Why do I like Silent Hill 4? It's very surreal and strange in a way, that the other games aren't quite.
Ow!
Well, no, the first one definitely is.
Hey, wait!
Silent Hill 1 and 4,
Damn
I
it.
think, have a lot in common in terms of how surreal and strange they are. The dialogue, the presentation comes across as very odd, very Twin Peaksy, which is the easiest way for me to explain why I like these games. 2 and 3 have that element to them, of course, but there's still something a little more grounded in them as opposed to the first and the fourth game. And the fourth game is a lot more kind of open-ended and weird than the first one, in the sense that there's a lot about the fourth game's plot that is never explained or revealed. We have no idea, you know, why Walter's ritual worked, what exactly it does, you know, we don't know where most of his victims came from or who they really were. We don't know a lot about them. We know so little. It's so open for interpretation. Silent Hill 2 makes me saddest, number one sad game. That's fair. Silent Hill 2 makes me the saddest because it inevitably brings up my own feelings and experience with dealing with terminal illness. Both, when I was 10, my grandmother had a stroke and lived with us and needed constant live-in care, and then my father had lung cancer and was terminally ill and needed care for 2 years. So I have a lot of feelings about this game that come from personal experience. I've had a lot of people comment really shitty things, like how Mary was dead the moment that she was ill, because I guess the terminally ill don't matter. Fuck that guy. Like, just people who've never experienced being terminally ill or having a family or friend that is terminally ill, like, sit down and shut up. That is not the proper thing to say. Holy shit. I still can't believe the gall of that person. Alright, there were some items in here. And a monster card. Yeah, okay, I couldn't pick them up because I had no flashlight. Okay. Oh, there was a room. I remember now. I used to know somebody that could hack cameras in Silent Hill. Unfortunately, we've not really talked in many years. But there was a room in these apartments that I really wanted to explore and kind of hack, because there's an angle that you can't see. Yeah, Akatsuki's so right. By that logic, we're all already dead. Aren't we? Inside? No. Yeah, that's a good point. There's the room with the butterflies, I think, and the hole in the wall. It's one of the only areas that has this weird green ooze that glows. There's a lot of things in this game that glow red, like Pyramid Head and the save points, but there's one or two places that glow green. One of them is the shower in the hospital. One of them is that hole in the butterfly room, and then there's something out of sight in that room that glows green that you cannot see. And I was really curious what it was. Unfortunately, the camera won't let you look at it. Yes, the Medium. Thank you for reminding me. That's what Bloober Team's new game is called, the Medium. I want that. Fortunately, I bought too many new games lately. Whew. I cannot buy it right now, but one day. I guess I'm gonna go explore the bottom floor. No, this way. Yeah, between the Halloween sale and the winter sale, I bought like 20 games. Not even kidding. So I need to just play those. Not to mention what I got for, like, Christmas and birthday. I haven't even touched the new Kingdom Hearts game I got. I should do that. I've just had too much going on. I've been really overworked lately. In a good way, fun way, but also, like, I'm not good at knowing when to chill. And when I do chill, usually I'm either playing Stardew Valley right now. That's my new obsessive game. Or, I read more than I, like, watch TV or play games. Which means I'm very bad at keeping up with, like, the big new things. Like, I've still not seen The Witcher TV show, and I love that game. I'm not good at keeping up. By the time other people are, you know, they're over it by the time I read it or watch it or see it. Okay. Wow, it's really been long enough that I don't remember game. We need the room with the butterflies. We need the room with the clock. So we can only go into... Can I go anywhere in the top floor? Have I tried that? P5R win. Honestly, I thought about streaming it this week, and then I was like, you know what? Rebelling against a possible coup against a government that wants to, like, be controlling of the entire country and get rid of bad people they don't like, you know? I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to play that right now. Honestly, I don't think I do. I know we're not to that portion of the game yet, but that immediately hit me. I was like, oh yeah, I'd rather not play that right now. I'll play Silent Hill 2. It has nothing to do with any of that. God, it's so stressful. I try not to talk too much about my personal life, but I am not in a good situation currently. And I can't even talk about how upsetting what's going on in my country is with most of my household. My mom's cool, but... This note, it must have been from the person who lived here. 3 needles stand of 3 different heights, the fat, the tall, and the thin. From slow to fast, they move to the right. Scott rests not on 3, but 15. Huh. It is quite topical. You're not wrong. It's a little too topical for my personal tastes at this moment. Alright, so we are now in the clock room, I believe. It's over this way. But we need the clock key, which was in one of the rooms on a shelf. Alright. Okay. What's it say on the side? Scars from the past shall remove the nail that stops time. Can't push it yet. Alright, so we gotta go get that key on that shelf. Thank you, guys. That's very kind of you. It will change soon. My brother's building a house, and they'll have their own place, and it'll be nice to be able to visit and hang out and stuff. It's not good, unfortunately, for me. I'm keeping the peace, but, I'm a little over it. Let's go to the 3rd floor. I don't think I've tried all the doors upstairs. Though there's one door down here I can open. Maybe it's got the shelf with the key. Maybe it's the next door. Go this way. That's true, Akatsuki. You are right. They do win and turn it around. It is fair to say that. It just reminds me how that's probably not going to happen in the real world. I have no idea what's going to happen. Things just keep getting... Every day you think it can't get worse. It gets worse. I don't want to bring it up and make everybody sad, but dang, it sucks to be here. It sucks in my country. You know, at least for once, I guess, our government decided, hey, we've made it shitty for all the other countries, but have we made it shitty enough for our country? Have we really spread the love to our own people? Not enough, clearly. Let's make everyone suffer. Alright. Top floor. Let's go. Man, that door sound is really creepy. Alright, I think there might be at least one door that opens up here. Hello, doors. No door. God, it sounds like Darth Vader lives in this hallway. Alright. Oh, the shopping cart with the gun. It baffles me. The number of people that have said things like, oh man, what was it? One guy actually commented, James, uses a gun to escape. James couldn't escape Silent Hill without a gun. Social justice fail. How can you not see a gun in a shopping cart as a comment on America? How do you not see this game as anti-gun? Is anti-violence in general. I won't say gun specifically because they don't go all out on, like, talking about gun violence, but the game is about violence. And the gun in the shopping cart's just like, hey, yeah, America's real bad about all that. Oh, man, people are so stupid. Oh, I heard about that, Justin. I think, didn't they just announce that y'all are going back into lockdown? Good luck to y'all. I wish we'd do something. Do I like Resident Evil? Yes. I've not played as many of those games as I have this one, this series. I've played all the Silent Hills, at least to a certain extent. Not finished Origins yet. Resident Evil, I think I'm getting there. I've played the remake of 1. I've played 0. I played the remake of 2 and 3, and finished those. Played the originals a little. Played 4. Played 4. 5. I think that's it. Goodness, I keep getting hiccups. So I guess I played 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least a bit. So I have pretty extensive Resident... I feel like Resident Evil feels overwhelming because it has a lot more side games than Silent Hill does. So I feel hesitant to say that, like, yeah, I've played those games. I know what they're about. The strangest part of that scene is the stolen sharpened cart. Like, that's true. Like, bro, why do you have the shopping cart in your apartment? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I streamed the Resident Evil 3 remake when it came out. It was super fun. I really enjoyed it. I get why some people were a little disappointed compared to the second remake. I definitely think it was more of a solid experience, and they probably rushed the third one out too fast on the heels of it. But I still had a great time. I still thought it was a fun game. Yeah, you're right. I didn't finish the full scenario in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I need to, because I actually had plans to do videos on it at one point. Okay, so it's gotta be one of those 2 rooms. Specifically, I was working on a video for the orphanage when I kind of got majorly depressed and was like, you know what? I'm tired of making videos nobody watches, and then I just didn't. Oh, YouTube. Yeah. Oh, this is the... Okay, so it's gotta be the other room. It's not gonna be the room with the flashlight. I wouldn't think. It's gotta be the other room. Yeah, it's really sad that things... really, honestly, I think it's because YouTube does not... Like, I don't get new people through any videos except for the ones that are really big, which are Silent Hill. The only other new people I really hear from is from my Chinese book readings, because I can so easily and specifically tag those as being related to whatever book they're related to, and people Google or, like, search for those books, and they find the readings. I get so many new people through my readings of Chinese books, because people, though they're really big and people really want to hear them read, which is really sweet. I've had some folks that say, like, I'm too busy, I'm dyslexic, I want the story, but I can't read it, thank you for reading it, and that just makes me feel very warm inside. I love to spread the love of books. But that's just, those are the only 2 ways I get new people. Silent Hill or Chinese books. Specifically, I've read lots of different things. It is specifically the Chinese books that get new people. Heaven Official's Blessing and Scum Villain are the 2. We're gonna, oh man, when we read Modal Zushi, that one's huge. I bet you that one will bring a lot of new folks to the channel. But, my Resident Evil videos never took off. Not the way I was hoping they would. So I guess I had to go back and explore those areas again, and then Pyramid Head would do his thing. Light novels, that's the word. Chinese gay light novels. Which I have a new one arriving in the mail today. I think it's... No, it may be Japanese? Maybe it is... I don't know. I'm in Love with the Villainess has a physical release in the US, and I ordered it for myself, and it's finally coming today in the mail. I know what I'm doing after stream. Apparently it's very well written. Like, beyond standards of just a fun light novel, it's really good representation, according to a reviewer that I read. So I'm very excited to read that. And I may read it eventually as, like, read it on stream, because, man, it sounds great. Aw, those are great, and I would never gotten into them if it weren't for you reading them. See, I really like that, because I feel like those can be very overwhelming to get into, because there's no real official site for them. They're really huge. They have a lot of new terminology, and when properly translated, you know, when you translate something, it's going to have a different cadence than it usually would, because it's going to have, if you do it right, it'll feel like it's in the language it's in. You know, it kind of has, like, Chinese works have a feeling to them. They have a Chinese rhythm. Same to other languages. And that can be really rough coming from another language, especially if you already struggle with reading. So, yeah, I'm really proud of those works, honestly, because I think it's a huge thing right now that a lot of people are getting into, and if reading them is not easy for you, it can feel easy to be left out. So, anyway, I'm glad those have really taken off. I'm excited. Do I like Twitch? I don't like Twitch, but I have Twitch. Twitch bans me randomly all the time. It banned me last week. I'm back now. It's back. But it does that all the time, and I hate it. But I do have one that you can follow. Any plan to restock my books? Yes, I'm editing all of them. I keep saying volume. Edition 2 coming soon. Fear for the Flesh will be first. It is in review currently. Who knows when it will be done with that. But hopefully soon. And then Silent Hill 2 book, I am basically writing from scratch, because honestly, it was my first book I ever wrote. And I was really emotional with it because of my connection to my dad's death and stuff, and I'm proud of it. I really think I did great with it, but I learned a lot in my other books, and I think I know how to write it better now, and I want to do it again. So I'm very much redoing it. Maybe a little bit before that one comes out. Silent Hill 3 book, basically, I just did it, you know. I need to touch up here or there, but it's nothing major like a volume 2. It'll just be, you know, touched up a little bit. There's something red. I guess blood. Maybe that's what I was thinking of, was there's something that glows red in that corner. Not green, but glows red. Kind of like the save points in PH do. That's so strange. I love this weird butterfly room. And all the green shit, which is the only places in this friggin' game that have green shit, are this room and that one hospital room. Yeah, operas are usually not translated to other language since composer's rhythm are close to the lyrics. Haikus have a similar issue, which I did a video on haikus a while back where we talked about it. Haikus really don't work except for in Japanese because of the wordplay and the language, the rhythm. You just lose a lot if you don't understand what's being said in Japanese. And it's better to kind of read it with a explanation of what's being said, because otherwise, like, the real beauty of it is just lost. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that are like that in the various cultures around the world, but that's the one I always think of. Haikus are lovely. And they're so, like, people dedicate their entire lives to them because they are so complex. You know, Americans, I think, treat them like a joke. And in English class, we would get assignments to, like, write a haiku, and it was just 575. It was never actually a haiku, because the actual wordplay and references and history of them is so much more complex. Is this the... This is that butterfly room. We picked up a key, I guess, was it this room? So I guess we put our... So that's the clock key. So now we need to go back to Clock Town. Excuse me, sir. So this way. James has a thing with ramming his whole arm in a dubious hole. James has a thing with dubious holes. That is true. That is true. Alright, so I think 3:15, or 3, what was the answer again? The something rests on 3, not 15? So the hour is that way, Mildred is the minute, second is kind of sideways, What do I consider the best Silent Hill game? I love Silent Hill 4. It's my favorite. It just does a lot of things I really like. And that's why I wrote an epic gay fan fiction about it in high school, which you can listen to the first episode of on fanfiction, Fanfic Friday, which will return soon. I'm working on it. So many things I'm working on. I promise. They will happen. Can we examine it? Oh, wow! I didn't realize the clock key has a tiny clock on it. I wonder if that's the same time that's on the answer to the riddle. Now I think of it, there was a big clock in room 208. Can I... Oh, I think I had to use key on clock. James definitely has a love... James has a love life issue, a whole issue, a lot of issues. Okay. Our hand's gotta be on the 9, I think. I think that was right, because it made a sound. So what was the answer? 9:15? Oh, no. I must have moved it. Got lost. Silent Hill 4 is definitely easy to get lost in, for sure. Maybe the answer is 9 to 10. Oh, yay! Hop a Potato Bot, Silent Hill 4. You definitely should play it, it's so good! I love that game. I definitely find it the most frightening of this series. Definitely. I'm sure that's part of why I love it. Ghosts are not my friend. And the aesthetics are just lovely. My favorite thing in the world that exists, that, like, I don't know why it exists or really the purpose of it, but I love it. There is a 9-minute long commercial for Silent Hill 4. It's one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. And I don't know what, like, you can't air that on a television. It's wild, but you should all go watch it. It's on silenthillmedia.net, and I'm sure you can Google, like, you know, Silent Hill 4 9-minute long commercial or something. It's so creepy, so good. Like, I could watch that alone and just be like, oh shit. Oh, it's good. Alright. I know there's an item over here. Gimme. Don't worry, you can do it. Just force friends to watch with you. Stream it, so then you have many friends. That's how I always, when I was a kid and these games did still scare me, I was the friend that everybody made play these games. 1, because I was afraid and wanted to play them with friends, and 2, because, they wanted to see the games and were too chicken to play them themselves. Alright. Thought there was something else up here, but I guess not. They should add more things to Silent Hill 4. Apparently, there's a cut thing that you can find on YouTube that was gonna have, when you peek into the hole into Eileen's room, I almost said that in a really bad way. When you peek into that hole, you'd see her freaking out and her head, like, shaking, looking back at you, which would have been terrifying, and I'm kind of sad they took it out. Also kind of not sad, because it would have given me a heart attack. I wonder if they just weren't able to finish it in time or what. Wow, look at that ass. Why is that monster so stacked? Excuse me, sir. Alright, let's get this key. Where'd it go? Awesome. Alright, now I gotta go get the orange juice. So we gotta go to the fire escape. Yeah, you should Google it, Delvin. It's really cool looking. Somebody hacked into the game and looked it up, found it and posted it online. I think there might have been a few other things they found. It was neat. That one creeped me out. For sure. Alright, I think the orange juice is down here. No? Oh, I gotta go down one more. I wonder why they decided on juice. Why canned juice? James is an ass, man. That's why the monsters have asses. Oh, man. Is that why Pyramid Head has such a nice ass in Dead by Daylight? Which I finally own! I finally bought the Silent Hill Dead by Daylight thing. I'm excited to play it. We should do that at some point. That's a multiplayer game, ain't it? I've never done it. No idea. Okay, so I guess I just keep going. Go up to the top floor and throw the juice. Time to throw the juice. I heard a click. What was that? Oh. So this one's locked. Maybe I need to go to the other side? Guess I gotta go back this way and down. Pieces of this floor sound like they are going to break under your feet. Goodness. Oh, that's cool. One person's the killer, the other four are trying to survive. That's pretty awesome. I mean, that makes sense given the name. So that means you get to play as Pyramid Head. That's fun. Ha! Alright. Back to the other side. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. Alright, so now we need to go up. Let's get around the pole, stupid. Oh no, who mentioned feet? Oh no. Did I like Alan Wake? Yes, that's one of my, for a long time, that was, like, the only reason I owned an Xbox, because that was how I could play Alan Wake. I loved that game. It was one of my, early favorite horror games, probably next to the Silent Hill games. I played it all the time. We streamed it recently, but we need to play the DLC, which I've never played. I played American Nightmare. It was alright. But, we gotta keep playing those. See, I know it says dragon, but what is, does that say ACL? Does that say ACL? RCL, maybe? I don't know what that, wait. Rolt? ACLT, maybe? I don't know what that one means. I don't know. Let's go. We've been playing for about an hour, and the cats haven't moved. Oh, no, there he is. Hello, boy. You awake? He do a stretch. He go back sleep. This is the time of day where they love to sleep. I open the window for them. I cover my bed in a fleece blankie they like. And then they sleep right next to each other. It's super cute. At night, when I lay down to go to bed, they sleep in this chair next to each other. I think I posted that on Twitter yesterday. They're so cute. Yes, Control! Thanks to a wonderful, amazing Bear Maximum, one of my friends from my D&D group, gifted me Control for my birthday, so we're gonna play that soon! I'm so excited! I couldn't believe that. What a delight. That's one of the many games that we need to play, now that my poor backlog is even worse off. The garbage bag's torn and contents are strewn all over. I got old coin. So we talked earlier about how there was that Aztec myth where an old man, there was a man who was tempted by the gods by succeeding women, and when they finally succeeded, they killed him. I think kind of ties into their feelings on adultery and the goddess that embodies sexual temptation and sin. The idea with her is she is that person that represents sexual excess and all of the darker sides of passion, but she's also the person that you would confess your sins to. Specifically, adultery was the one that you would be killed, executed for, which is why old men would often be the ones to confess at the end of their lives so that they could go into the afterlife free of sin, but they still got to live a long, happy life. So old men were the ones that often would go to this goddess and confess and be executed. And his coin is the old man, which I think I tied it originally to impotency and issues with being able to be sexual, which is possible, but also I liked that connection that in Aztec culture, old men were the ones that were confessing for adultery and being executed for it to the goddess that is on James's tablet in the prison. The police announced today Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell on the morning of the 22nd. According to police, Sullivan used a soup spoon. Severing his artery. Discovered he was dead. 2 inches into his neck. Lovely. An old schoolmate of Walter's said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. I remember before they arrested him, he was blurting out stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil. I did it, but it wasn't me. Alright, let's grab our key. Thing, whatever. Hello, Eddie Ice. Welcome. And welcome to all the new folks who popped in today. I know I haven't had the time or the ability to say hello to everyone. I guess I picked up the coin already. Thanks for joining us. If you like what I do and you want to support it, links in the description. Become a member, buy a book, throw a sacrifice to the altar. Maybe I should make our channel theme something about that, like culty. I've been trying to think of like a fan name. Musers doesn't sound great. This sounds bad. Musings sounds bad too, or like muselings. I can't think of anything cool that ties into my name. I'll get there eventually. Alright. Can I open this door yet? No. So what was the key we picked up? That was the fire escape key? So where can we go now? What's opened up? We gotta get the other things. What do I think about the I did it, but it wasn't me? I think that ties in a lot to the themes of duality in the game. There's this idea of the self and the other, but they're both a part of you. You know, James dissociates, and a part of him is guilty, a part of him is not. Angela has this split where there's a part of her that is really resigned and ready to die, and there's a part of her that's ignoring what happened. And, you know, all the characters are divided in some way between the reality that they're in and what they are willing to face. And I did it, but it wasn't me really identifies with that, you know? Muse cultists. That's something, cultists. Can I play D&D with you? We have plans from ages ago to start a D&D game on the Discord, and then life, you know, how it does. What really needs to... I need someone who can help me organize it, because on my own, I cannot keep track of it. I can't keep it together. I just don't have the time or energy. I need an assistant, and I need to get back to it. But the goal was to kind of run one-off games, so like every weekend, folks who had time could pop in and say hey and play. Which maybe we should try looking into some of the like more guided games. Like there's games out there that are meant to be like guides for one-off, you know, kind of games. Give you characters to play and stuff like that. It might be fun. My plan is Wednesdays will be movie nights and Fridays will be game nights, and that doesn't have to necessarily mean online games. So maybe we'll try and do something, figure something out this Friday. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. I need some more water, and, gonna go grab that. So, we'll be right back. again. My package arrived. Every year my aunt and uncle buy me for my birthday / Christmas a gift card to Barnes & Noble, because that's all I ever want. And every year I get new books. 99% of my books I buy secondhand because they're cheap, and it's fun to, like, see what you find. So this is, like, my one time a year I buy. Not my one time, but, like, most of my books I do secondhand. So this is a special occasion. Oh, it's beautiful. I got I'm in Love with the Villainess, which is a really big, beautiful book. Roll Over and Die, which is another lesbian light novel, which is way thicker than I thought it would be. Holy shit. And the last Vampire Hunter D novel I needed to finish my collection. Oh, what a delightful evening I'm going to have with my gay shit. Roll Over and Die is way bigger than I thought it would be. It's another one of those you're in a video game world kind of stories. It looks really cute. I'm excited about those. Alright. I just saw what Pickles said. Jeff and Hobbit Potato have also offered help. That's really sweet, guys. If you're in the Discord, pop over in there at some point and we'll have to discuss how we're gonna, like, maybe we'll make, like, a role in the Discord where a couple people can be I don't know, like, game moderators and help kind of keep track of running games and having stuff happen. Because I think it would really, really be fun to be able to have some games and stuff like that. But with everything else I'm also juggling, it's hard for me to even remember. Like, it's like number 20 on my list of things I need to do. Alright, let's see. I got 1 coin. I got the 3rd floor key. Maybe I need to explore that area a little more. I need to find the key to open the door down below, right? To get out into the pool area. What have let's look at the map. What rooms have I not looked at? Oh, wait, isn't there... How do I... Okay, there we go. Let's look down. Yeah, I haven't been in that hallway now that I can open that door. So that's where we need to go. Probably. Yeah, running gay games. Michael's got the idea. Alright, we need to go back to the bottom floor of the other section of the house. Where's the stairs? It's taking so much willpower to not just be in those books right now. I'm sorry. I've been wanting them for weeks. I'm just so very, very aware they're right next to me. I'm like, books. Those who don't know me or haven't been around for long enough to hear me talk about it, I'm an obsessive fan of Hideyuki Kikuchi, the guy behind Vampire Hunter D. I am very close to owning all of his physical releases in English. I think I'm missing 2 manga books. Devil City Hunter. Those are the ones I'm missing. And then I think I own everything. There's a short story collection that he appears in. That would be neat to have. And then there's 2 movies. And then I think I have everything he's done in English. Some of his stuff is digital only over here. France frickin' got the entirety of the Taimaishin manga. But we didn't. We only got 2 physical books, and then the rest are all digital. I'm very upset about that, but I'll buy them digitally. I'm mad because they cost as much as a physical manga would digitally, and I hate that. If it's gonna be digital, don't charge me an arm and a leg. But anyway, I love his works. They're very good. I was thinking last night about there's so much going on in his works. They are the intense expression of how humanity is in love with what is dark and dangerous and the other of the monstrousness. Oh, it's just great. All his works are so freaking erotic. Most of them are available digitally, the books, which are actually cheaper than they are physical, because many of his Vampire Hunter D books are now worth $100 to $200, One of them literally sells for like $150 regularly. I did not pay that much, because I am not a fool. But they are very good. You should read them. At least some of them. Don't read volumes 2 and 3. They're the weakest ones. Read volume 8. And 10, Doc Nocturne. That's the short story. Did the manga get completely released? There's 7 volumes of the manga, and then I think it quits. I don't know that they finished it. The manga is actually done by one of his good friends, and holy shit, I forget how hi. It's done by one of his good friends, and, a female, writer and author, which I think is fascinating. I really want to finish reading. I only have the first 2 volumes of that, so I actually do. I need more manga of his. 5 for Vampire Hunter D, Devil City Hunter, and then a couple of movies. One of the movies I'm missing is a live-action Chinese version of one of his books, and it's $60 because it's really out of print. Lots of his stuff, unfortunately, like, he's really talented, and a lot of his stuff got translated into other languages, but then they weren't really, like, advertised or they didn't sell well, other than Vampire Hunter D, which has always sold well, which is why it's still being published over here. Everything else just kind of fell apart, unfortunately. Damn, watching Blue Velvet gives this a whole new meaning. And Masahiro Ito is very determined to say that, like, he really doesn't see this as a sexual assault scene. Even, like, necessarily. I think maybe James sees it that way, because who wouldn't be like, holy shit, this is fucked? But he never really wanted it to be implied to be necessarily a really sexual scene, if I remember the quote right. He has a different way of looking at it. I need to look it back up, because it was a little confusing. Because he is also, there's a language barrier there. Which has led to some really funny things that he's kind of embraced. He has his own memes. I can't remember. It was something about toast. Oh, no, wasn't it the fuck? He said something was the fuck, and people, like, that ran with that, and now that's, like, his meme that he calls things the fuck. That might have been what it was. I love his Twitter. He's really great. Yeah, they look like they need a nap. Pyramid Head, this is not how you do, you know, post-coital cuddling. You gotta take care of your partner, you know, wipe them down, offer some water, make sure they're in the right headspace. What if they drop? You know, this is not a healthy way to be a sexual partner, Pyramid Head. I'm very disappointed. You really disappointed me. Granted, as much as Masahiro Ito says it may not be a sexual scene, if you watch Blue Velvet, which is the scene that scene is based on, the scene in Blue Velvet is so incredibly... It is a sexual assault scene. It is totally that. And it's... I could barely watch it. It was that upsetting. It was really upsetting. Oh, man. So, I don't know. That scene, I think, is very open to interpretation. But it's... I think the intention is clearly to upset James. Pyramid Head is meant to say, hey, this is you, bro. Remember how you're repressing all these horrible thoughts you have? But this is you, bro. Do I really want to see Pyramid Head cuddle? Do you not? I'd like to see Pyramid Head happy and healthy, and if he wants to, you know, cuddle his partners, that is his right. Did I miss an item in that room? I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get something. Oh, the key in the closet. Did I make sure to get the key in the closet? Let me go back. I think that's what opens the area up to the pool. Yeah, Haley's not wrong. Most of Blue Velvet is very uncomfortable to watch. Definitely would warn folks to maybe read a summation of that movie before watching it. It was upsetting and grim. Even for somebody that's watched, like, other David Lynch stuff. Ooh. No way. It was way worse. I love that the music's so creepy when you come back. And it sounds like pistoning. Ooh. Anything in there? No? Just a chair? Alright. Pyramid Head has to be the spoony. Oh, you're right! He has to be the one that's spooned! You don't want to stab him in the back of the head with your helmet. I just like that there was a fan artist that did this really cute drawing of Pyramid Head trying to take a selfie, but his helmet just took up the entire camera frame so it didn't get the rest of him, and he was all sad about it. That was so freaking cute. Oh, man. Okay, we can get downstairs now, because we got the courtyard key. Yeah, it was very rude of James to, you know, not knock when entering a person's house. You know, if you do that, you're gonna walk in on some shit. You know? But still, Pyramid Head should not have just been embarrassed and walked out. He should have taken care of his partners. That's just not how you're supposed to behave, Pyramid Head. Can I go out this way? Nope. Alright, I gotta go to the other side. Yeah, we're about to be at Eddie and the second Angela scene, I believe. I don't know, we might get like halfway through the game today, maybe. I'm not gonna rush it because I want to take my time and process everything, but we're making decent progress. If we can get through this and maybe the hospital, and then do the rest Thursday. Alright. Aw, thank you. I've actually done a little professional voice acting, not a lot. Not like other little small indie projects. I was in a French movie one time. Nothing big. But I thought it'd be neat to do. I did apply for an indie video game recently. I haven't heard back. I don't know if it's just, you know, I don't know that I'm gonna get picked for that, because I didn't have a lot of credits, really. But I had to try, you know. I think it'd be so much fun to do more voice acting, but I don't have the actual professional experience of voice acting. Just what I've done on my own. Let's see. I love the baby bassinet in the swimming pool. It's so friggin' weird. To this day, I really cannot think of a logical symbolism of there was a coin with a snake on it in a baby bassinet in a swimming pool. I haven't come up with it yet. I really haven't. I think that might be the door we need. What's the best way to contact me about being a podcast guest? You could email me, the Gaming Muse mail. Or if you're on Discord, you can message me there. My Facebook or Twitter, any of my social media stuff. Most people seem to message me on Twitter, because most people, I think, nowadays are on Twitter. That might be the easiest way. There's a link to a card with all my social media and my email and my contacts in the description, if you would like to do that as well. Oh look, it's to hell! I love it. What is it? Looks like the door's chopped in half. What does that one say? Did I say something? Wharf killing shelf? Is this a Star Trek fanfiction? Why is Worf here and why is he killing? Also, you spelled his name wrong, but... Worf killing shelf. That's weird. I don't know what that one says. There's gotta be another door around here somewhere. What's the Discord? There's a link in the description to it. Discord's like a private text channel. You cannot come in here. We're playing Silent Hill. Adwin, my niece, says hi. The Discord's like a chat room where only me and my closest 400 friends can hang out and talk. It's fun. I would not pay to live. Yeah, anybody that's paying rent to live here is getting cheated. For sure. Oh, it did kind of look like your name, Jeff. There we go. Is that a notepad thing? Oh, I think that's the notepad where on a second playthrough you read that and it tells you how to get different endings. Which, I guess since we've not played this before, we can't get the joke endings, can we? Damn. Because this is a new save on my PS3. Oh, well. Because we were going to try the dog ending. I've never done the dog ending before. One of these days we'll have to do that. I think this is the Eddie room. Oh yeah, sounds like it. What a way to introduce a character. The sounds of physical disgust and discomfort, and then you meet the guy. Obviously, we know what he's meant to make us feel. He's so pretty. I love new books.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Do I stream and do
what?
YouTube full time?
do
I
anything.
do, kind
I
of.
swear.
I
was like
completely
this when
work
I
from
got
home
here.
as of 2 years ago.
My,
I lost my
my
job
name's James.
and my living
James
place at the
something.
same time.
Eddie.
Unfortunately, just circumstances.
Eddie.
And ended up coming back home, and
Who's
while I
that
was job
dead guy in
searching,
the kitchen?
I ended up doing YouTube way more often because I had free time. And it was taking off enough that I was like, you know what, I'm in a position where I can kind of focus on this,
You're
maybe
not
I'll focus
friends
on it.
with that red
I do YouTube and streaming. I do writing the books, makes a very decent. A lot of the income for the channel comes from the books that I write, and eBay. I sell secondhand goods. I go to like all the Goodwills and stuff around here, try to find things,
Well,
and then I go and sell them on the internet. Or I buy
this
stuff
place
from
isn't
like
too
I buy
safe either.
collectibles from China for like those books we
happened
read,
here anyway?
like you know, figurines and stuff
I told you.
that are
I'm
most
not
people
even
don't
from
have
this
easy
town.
access to because you have to get them from China, and then I ship them over here and I sell them on eBay. That kind of thing. And altogether, that kind of pays
You
for
too, huh?
the living. I have a Patreon.
Something
You know.
just
Obviously,
brought you
I'm in a
here.
position where I can do that because I live from my mom's house. But even when I was working a full-time retail job, I lived at my mom's house. Like, rent in my
whatever
city is
it
very
is,
expensive, so
I think you
it
better
was
get
like,
out of
well,
here
I can
soon.
either do a job I hate or a job I love and make the same amount of money. Might as well make it, you know,
I'll
do a
leave
job
as
I
soon
love.
as I'm
and,
done here.
you know, over time, income and
Eddie?
success has really
Be careful.
gone up, you know, at intervening rates. This year's been hard for everybody. But, yeah, this is my career, somehow. I still don't know how that happened. But, yeah. Yeah, his throwing up is really disgusting and gross. Yeah, that's true! Oh! Dark Lord says, I wonder if they secretly recorded one of the Konami staff members with a hangover while getting the sound for Eddie to throw up. I remember reading a story about it. I think it was a staff member, but what I remember was apparently it was a lot longer and really gross originally, and they had a data loss that led to their computer crashing, and they lost a lot of the sound. And one of the guys in charge was like, "Aw, dang, I wanted to make everybody sick." So they had to get rid of a lot of his throwing up stuff. I think it was a team member. That was a very old article. I need to reread all that shit. Alright. Did we need to get an item from there or just meet him? I think we just needed to meet him. Yeah. Faku's got it. See, I honestly feel really bad for Eddie, but I feel bad for Eddie in the same way that I feel bad for a lot of villains, where it's like, damn, if things were different, it could have been different. Not like, you know, he was wronged and he's, like, people get so mad at me for saying Eddie is a bad guy. He tortured a dog! Like, that's... In fiction, killing animals is, like, immediate. It's one of the easiest ways to characterize someone as evil, because 99% of the human planet is like, no, not dogs! Like, people love their animals more than they love some people. You know, it's just such a easy and immediate association with evil. You know, they characterize, you know, mass murderers as, hey, did they ever kill animals as a child? Because that could be a clue. It's just so obvious to me that it is meant, this game is meant to say, hey, Eddie is a bad guy. I have sympathy for him because he didn't have to be that way if things had gone differently, but he's a bad guy. It's not the same as Angela. Angela doesn't murder anybody that didn't assault her. Like, Eddie does. Eddie does hurt things and animals, possibly people, in the town. That didn't hurt him. Angela doesn't. I've had so many people argue that because Angela killed her dad, she is also evil. Did you... No. She's not the same as James, where Mary was an innocent victim. Mary did not assault James. Mary may not have been a good wife, but that is not grounds for murder. You know, it's just not the same situation with Angela, and I don't know how so many people miss that so bad. I like all three characters. They are all necessary for the story. I went in the wrong building. But Angela is the most innocent. Her name is literally Angel. What do you think the authors of the game are trying to tell you when they make all these obvious associations with these characters being good or evil? James is a little more gray because he is you, but he has still done a crime. Angela's only crime was internalizing her guilt because of what happened with her dad and her brother. Oh, poor baby. Okay. That's the other building we need. Okay. Is this... No, this is the one that had Eddie. So then maybe the one at the end of the other long path. Oh yeah, it is Akatsuki, for sure. It is. That's what it is. Yeah. It comes from the same kind of people that comment and call me bitch in the comments, so that's definitely what it is. But, you know, people don't have brains anymore. There's one more building to enter. I guess maybe it's over this way. No? Where is the other building? How do we enter it? We have to... Oh, maybe we have to go back inside and cross over. Do we have the fire escape key? Okay. Let's go try and open that door. Because we need to get into the, Woodside apartments. Yeah. Maybe I need to go in there and go up? Now let's just go back inside. Okay. Alright, up we go. I think it's on the second floor. We'll find out. Yay! I did it! I'm so smart. Totally forgot. Alrighty. Well, this bed looks absolutely disgusting. Oh yeah, this is the toilet room. Why don't we do that? You know, we should. God, that's awful. Ugh. That looks like the contents of 12,000 toilets congealed and dead. Ugh, and the noises! James, bad! No! There's a memo in it. Yeah, that's the code. I don't really need the code. We're on easy mode. We're fine. I just wanted to make James stick his hand in the toilet. Alright. I don't... Do you have any hand sanitizer? Or maybe a knife so I can cut this hand off because I no longer need it. That's a building code violation. Yeah, you know, Silent Hill really does probably have a lot of code violations in so many ways. So that will go to stairs. Probably don't want those yet. Why am I sleeping? Oh, the map! I gotta go back. Map. Hello, Alex. Welcome. And thank you for becoming a member recently. Glad to have you with us. Make sure you get your extra content by clicking the link in the description. YouTube's not like Patreon where it actually messages you your stuff, which sucks, but that's YouTube. There's so many features I wish YouTube had. They ape like all these other websites without actually implementing all the things that make those websites good. Like, they want to be Patreon with the YouTube membership stuff, but they don't actually do all the stuff Patreon does. Dear Tim, I have to run an errand, so I'm going out. I left the house key with Uncle David. Be back as soon as I can. Watch the place while I'm gone. Tim just makes me think of Monty Python. They call me Tim. We recently watched that movie with my 12-year-old niece for the first time, and we keep running around quoting it all the time now. She and I will pass by each other in the hallway and go, nee, nee, just screaming at each other. It's so fun. She's really adorable. As much as she is the moodiest 13-year-old I've ever known. Oh man. Oh man. Open? There we go. I love all the really weird mechanical noises. Oh, this is the room I came from. Not helpful. Noise. It really sounded like he was freaking choking. I guess I missed 2 doors on the right. No, those doors I don't think opened. So we do need to go downstairs. This one goes any. Yeah, that's a dead end. Alright, back down. Aw, this is giving my Silent Hill fix since I don't have a PS2 or PC. Yeah, these games are unfortunately hard to play. Yeah, we saw a little mini Muse mood on my B-Day. She is definitely at that age where... And I remember being that way. Her temperament can flip with a switch, just out of nowhere. Especially, I think, on me and Guinea, because, you know, her parents are the disciplinarians. We're not. So, she's a little more emotional with us, I guess. It's just fine. It's just, I can tell it's a lot on my mom to a certain extent, because, you know, having to live with the 13-year-old, rather than just visit on the weekends... Oh boy, it's a lot. It's a lot. Guinea suffers more than me because my mom was never a disciplinarian. My dad was the one that kept order around the house. My mom was just the sweetheart that bought us all the Bionicles we wanted. And she's that way with my niece, but that means, like, my niece doesn't really respect her when she says no because, you know, Guinea's a pushover. Alright. 5 coins. At one end sits the seducer of she, the wind from behind the woman doth play. The formless one, null, lies furthest from they. The old one beside the serpent sits not, 'tis to the left he doth rot. So I think it's snake, prisoner, empty, empty, old man? Maybe? It didn't specify the nothing. 3 bright coins in 5 holes be. At one end sits the seducer of she. The wind from behind the woman doth play. The formless one, null, lies furthest from they. So the empty one is on the right. The old one doesn't sit beside the serpent. So I think maybe that means snake, prisoner, empty, old man, empty. I mean, we don't have all 3 coins, so it doesn't matter. But, I think that's it? We'll figure it out. Gotta go find Angela. Okay. I think Angela's in this hallway somewhere. Is that an item? Get the item. sounds like it's a wind-up toy. Oh, I hate that. Not a fan of that. It's very quiet. What is this? Is this that same room I was just in? Oh, no, this is the Angela room. Oh, the opposite with your grandparents. Yeah, my dad was very much the, stiff, firm person when it came to rules, especially.
Yeah, I'm James.
I love that scene. This whole thing is gorgeous.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, is what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
And the whole time we're seeing his reflection, not his true self.
Afraid?
And then she's actually divided in the mirror.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you
There's
find
actually
your
blood
mom?
still on the knife.
Not yet.
Forgot that.
She's
It's
not
the same knife. The
anywhere.
novelization confirms it's
Did
the
she
knife
live
she
in
killed
this
her dad
apartment
with.
building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for
I mean,
her.
that is a fair
How
assumption.
else would I know?
Poor Angela must be
Yeah.
tired.
Am I right?
Is it sad I know the dialogue by heart?
I'm
Not at all.
so tired.
I can quote the entireties of the Lord of the Rings movies, and I think that's a little
So,
sadder.
why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
Oh man, the legs. I can't get over it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead.
That's such a weird thing to say, James. Don't
I don't know
say
why
that.
I think she's here.
She's dead.
She's dead?
Even Angela thinks you're
Don't
weird,
worry.
buddy.
I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
Oh boy, buddy. She's
I
like,
thought
I gotta
Mom-
go!
Should I
Suddenly.
go with you?
And you should stay
This
here.
town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
Huh.
I'll be okay by myself.
Is that American
Besides, I just
country?
slow you
Is
down.
that red and blue states?
What about...
I never realized the
That.
map had colors on it.
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. No!
Poor baby.
I'm sorry. I feel bad. Please don't.
Oh, baby. And this music. Oh, I love it. Get the coin. Alright, coin prisoner. Get the picture. Another image of division. Does he say anything when he looks at it? No? No saying? Oh, there's more pictures over here. I never realized. I wonder what the other pictures are. I wonder if they're in the textures. There's a lot of stuff that you can't really see well in the game that is very visible in the ripped textures. Nothing more useful. Alright. A painting is displayed here? I don't think that's a painting. It looks like my country. Very sad. And of course the door that's all boarded up, blocking the secrets away with the ruined teddy bear. Ugh. And another painting? This one actually looks like a painting of like a bridge. Yeah, Angela is not ready for hugs. Does that fridge say run on it? Does that have a star? Like a pentagram on it? Pentagram fridge. Sounds great, I guess. I don't think the door is supposed to look that way, but okay. Alright. Oh, I hate that. Oh, the still... Oh, that's creepy. Oh. Okay. I guess we're gonna go that way and try those doors. No, I guess what we need to do is go back and do the puzzle, probably. Is that in that area? I think. Hello, Lucas. Welcome. That scene does do a lot. That scene is possibly one of my favorites in the games. Alongside the scene in the friggin' stairwell that's on fire. Another Angela scene. Her scenes are just so good. Though Eddie's in the cooler is also pretty badass and frankly upsetting. The way the camera jumps around and he's losing it. Ugh. Alright. 3 coins. One end is seducer of she. That's the snake. The wind from behind the woman doth play. Formless one. So I think that means the wind behind the woman, formless one's got to be an empty one. So the snake is all the way on the left. Then there's an empty spot. Null lies furthest from they must mean that the other empty spot is as far away as possible, which is the other end. The old one's not beside the serpent. He's to the prisoner's left. So would that mean snake, empty, old man, prisoner, empty? James says, I love the scene with Maria behind bars, or is it James behind bars? Yes. Yes. Okay, snake first. This is normal difficulty. I almost did hard, but I refrained. I think we said old man was next. I wonder if it lets us look what it actually... Wow, you can actually see the runes pretty clearly. Apparently these are very heavily based on Roman coins. I don't know if the outside writing in Greek actually says anything. And the only one I've found, like, I guess he kind of could be like a random, you know, emperor. But that one definitely looks like the Lady of Justice, for sure. Blindfold and hair and everything. I forgot to pick a coin. The old one just seems like, I don't know, maybe a Roman senator. Did I call you James? Oh my god, no! Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, and I think I put her in the wrong spot. I meant to put her in the next one. Maybe. Is this the version with Born from a Wish? Yes! Which I hadn't realized until I booted it up, but we can play Born from a Wish at some point. I just realized the old man shows up in the trash. The old man is trash! I never talked about that. That's an obvious metaphor. That's funny. Did that actually do it? Was that it? No. Okay. Gotta take that one out. I think I need to switch them. Ooh, yeah. I'm not your Mary is a really great line. Alright. Let's try again. It'd be great if I didn't have to Google the answer to a riddle that I've solved 10,000 times. And I always forget the answer to. It'd be great if I could figure it out. The riddle riddle seems different, too. I remember seducer she sits furthest from man and closest to lady. Is that not the normal riddle? Coin with a snake. Yeah, and it's all the same words. Huh. I'm gonna write that down. I bet you it doesn't mean anything, but it wasn't clear enough on the computer for me to see it. The Greek that was in the first game apparently meant something according to a fan who messaged me, so I wonder if this does. Kind of what it is. I'll look that up later. Let's try the riddle one more time. One end sits the seducer of she. Wind from behind the woman doth play. So one end. I guess the snake is at one end, left or right, and then the next one's empty, and then the woman. The old man's not beside the serpent. He's to the prisoner's left. Yeah, that riddle's not the one that I remember. I'm Googling it. I can't believe this. You'd think after all these years I'd just remember. Okay. Okay, I guess furthest from man. The one I'm thinking of is hard mode. Okay. Okay, one end is the seducer of she. So I had it right, but I had it reversed. Snake goes on the other side. So I had it right. I just did it backwards, like I do everything. I think I'm actually better at solving the hard mode riddles, because they tend to be, they tend to be a lot less logical and a lot more, like, literary references. Like the Shakespeare puzzle. Oh, man. I'm such a nerd. I usually will play the third one on that mode. Kitty is awake! Come here, Kitty. Candy, come say hi. He says I'm gonna go eat lunch. Oh, you have James's jacket? Is it the official one? That one was pretty dang expensive for a little while there. I can't say nothing. I got the hoodie. But, it's neat. That is cool that you got it, because I think it sold out pretty fast. It's funny, my friend kind of has the jacket, because they just have a real Vietnam War jacket, and it looks very similar. It's not the exact same, but it's funny. Ta-da! Alright, Lynn House key. Maybe it's Line House? I think that was the... down this way? It's the one with the note on it. Maybe that is upstairs. I'm still amazed by the time you managed to solve that one puzzle in Dino Crisis in Reverse. We don't talk about that, okay, Faku? No mentioning the time that I solved that Dino Crisis puzzle in reverse. There's no need for it. Let's just all move on and forget that ever happened. I'd forgotten until you mentioned it. Oh, man. Alright, what's in this fancy house? Other than broken glass. And more doors sparred over. Is that it? Just empty room? Looks like it. Huh? What do you say? Nothing that looks to be of use. You don't make any fun comments the way Heather does. Boring. Oh, some books. Seriously? You don't make any comments, bro. You're so boring! Not... Okay. Painting is displayed here, nothing of interest. I guess he's not going to comment on what looks like a piece of, like a water, I don't know. Looks like something. Anyway. Save point. So, I guess I just was coming in here for that one key. What was the key? Stairwell? I think it was stairwell. Do I have a switch? I do! I'm actually probably going to send out the controllers for repair. Because apparently my cousin did that, and they repaired them for free. They are workable, but now when you take them off the console, they start to have a lot of lag, and one of them just stopped working entirely. So something is wrong with them, and I would like to have them fixed. And of course, folks know there's that one key, that one piece of one of them that's just never worked. I don't know what is wrong with it, but it just never, ever works. You know, masterfully covered comments like it's bread. Listen, y'all. I almost don't want to say it because it's a spoiler for next week, or later this week, Silent Hill Symbolism episode, but I'm just so proud of this. I have an idea for some merchandise, and I hope to show them this week with the podcast because it's related. I found a quote. I think it is. I should see if it's in here and just share it with y'all. I've been researching the religious inspirations behind the cult. We did the Aztecs last time. This week is going to be Christianity, especially their history and how their worldview developed, because it's very much tied to how the cult functions is really related to how they used to, how Christianity kind of used to be divided. Notebook? Yes, it was. And I found a quote. I found a quote from an ancient Christian about his beliefs and how he saw everything. I think I started. Was it over here? Where is it? I want to say it perfectly correctly. Come on. Don't make me try and remember it. I do write down, like, all this shit that's why I have 12,000 notebooks. Ugh. Come on. That's China, that's not it, that's Aztec. Give me 1 second. If I can't find it, I'll give up. But it's the fucking most badass quote. I don't think I'm gonna find it. So, he, was defining how he's going to be martyred. He's writing this letter as he is being taken to another city to be martyred because he is a Christian and he did some shit and the Romans didn't like that. And so he wrote all these letters, and he sent them to another church. He wanted to have, like, his beliefs. Back then, they were kind of horny for being killed. We'll go into it next time and how important it is to Silent Hill. But he wrote in one of his letters, "I am God's wheat to be gnashed by animals' teeth so that I am made the perfect bread." So I want to make like a t-shirt of Heather and the quote, the gnashing of teeth makes me the perfect bread, or something like, "I am the wheat that is gnashed into perfect bread." I gotta find the official actual quote. I'm gonna take the part that referenced God out, but I want to make that quote into a Heather t-shirt. I am made the perfect bread. Oh, that was great. Avoid. Isn't that quote just so badass and amazing? I'm glad that man died for that quote alone. I'm glad he died so that we have that quote in posterity. I'm also gonna see, you gotta be careful. If Paul Pyramid had too much, he will turn around. But no. I'll give you your space, bro. Don't worry about it. I'll give you your space. There it is! I love it! Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So one is sincerely striving to become the perfect bread. So the quote is about, what do you do to wheat to make it bread? Crush it, destroy it. Specifically, he says the gnashing of animals' teeth, because a lot of these people were killed in the Colosseum by wild wild animals, essentially saying, I am being made into bread, I am being made into a perfect being by my martyrdom. And that is a really big belief in early Christianity, where there was a sect of Christians who were like, can we stop throwing ourselves on the pyre to be murdered? And then there were a lot of other ones who were like, no, it is truly Christian to be murdered. And like that very fanatical obsession with death is heavy in the cult. And it was a big thing in early Christianity. I don't think it really ever went away, but it changed form in some ways. And has been kind of seen in different ways in different parts of Christian history. But early on, they were horny for death because they really felt like that was reinforcing, that was making them truly Christian, was being willing to die like Christ had. And some of them had some really, really shitty deaths.
You! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
Bro, she's like
Maybe
7. Be nicer, it's a child.
What's a little girl like you doing
Especially
here
like
anyway?
if I was in a monster zone and I saw a child,
Are you blind
even if
or
they
something?
had stood on my hand, I'd be like,
What's
bro,
that letter?
child,
None of
I
this
must save the
business.
child.
You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
Gandhi, come here. I pause. We will probably call it at the next save point because my voice is going hoarse and I don't want to overdo it. Come here. Oh. My books came in a cardboard box and Gandalf loves to eat cardboard. I'm going to get him. Ouch. Aha. Say hello. Can you say hello, Candy? Say, Mom, why you do this? Hello. Oh, yes, love the pettings. Love the pettings. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Okay, Mom, I forgive you for picking me up. You gave me pettings. Okay. Yeah. James, I think... Okay, did everybody see that? He is dissociating a lot in this. And the reason he really does not react to a lot of things in a normal human fashion is that his brain is not functioning. His brain is having to work so hard and so much overtime for him to just function and forget that his wife is dead that he is not reacting normally to stimuli. Which, if you've ever in any way dissociated, you'd understand. Like, it's like living in a world of fog. It's like nothing is really real to you. You don't process things very well. And that is completely what is happening to James, and why I think he reacts to a lot of things in a really weird, off way. Because he is not fully there until later in the game, when he starts reacting to things a little differently. Alright. This is the park. It blew my mind when I figured out rosewater is used for people that have skin diseases, and her skin is so effed up. Ugh. Oh, man. Hey, a pretty gazebo. I think there's items in here, maybe. No? Maybe it's not here. There's something. Aha! Alright, there is also a save point close. No fishing! No fishing in Silent Hill. We will prosecute you.
Mary?
No. Ugh, I love it.
No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife.
Her
I
face
can't
there.
believe it.
Ugh.
You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are
My
different.
name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Feel how warm I am?
You're
Yeah.
really not Mary.
She just put
told
his
you.
hand on her
I'm
boob.
Maria.
Sorry.
They just very conveniently
I was
hid that.
Confused.
Where are you going?
She said,
I'm
here,
looking
feel it.
For Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say
And that
she
stutter there.
died?
I'm looking for Mary. That's what I'm doing here. That's right. Oh yeah, she died.
3 years ago.
He is so out of
But I
it.
got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our special place.
Yeah, Maria's fantastic. She is like,
And that's
as much as I
here?
really love Angela, Maria's my favorite character in this
Haven't
game
seen
now.
her.
Like, she's just so fascinating.
Is this your only special place?
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake. I wonder if it's still there.
Gandalf is settled
View
right
Hotel?
next to me on the armchair.
Yeah, it's still there. So the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was.
He doesn't like when I do that.
Don't get so mad. I was just
You moved!
joking.
I didn't get to eat it!
Anyway, it's not that way. It's this way.
Say, Mom, don't bother me.
You're coming with me?
You were gonna just leave me?
No, but
With all these
Say you're
monsters
gonna
around?
no,
me,
I
Mom.
just
I'm
So mean.
all alone here. Everyone else is gone.
I love to bully my cat.
I look
Now
like,
he's got his butt in the air like,
Mary,
pet me!
don't I?
Pet me!
You loved her, right?
Oh, this whole scene.
Or
Maybe
maybe
you hated her.
you hated her.
And the way her voice
don't
changes.
be ridiculous.
Oh god, baby!
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, baby, no. Oh, baby. He has a scar where he had a boil that popped. It just popped again while I was petting him. He's bleeding a little bit. Are you okay, baby? Oh, baby. I feel like I should pull off the... Oh, baby. It's stuck a little bit. Guess it'll fall on its own. Oh, no. There's the scab. I guess that means it's healing. It was a scab that came off. Are you alright, sweetheart? You don't seem to be in pain. You look normal. And you haven't grown any more of them. Apparently, I was talking to my cousin about it. It's possibly a skin disorder, which isn't life-threatening, but it's painful for them if it gets out of hand. But he hasn't grown any other boils, so hopefully he just has the one, and hopefully that means it's shrinking. Because it has gotten much smaller since it popped the first time. I just wasn't expecting it to pop again. Sorry, baby. I'll have to keep an eye on it for a while. He's been fine. When cats get sick, their behavior changes pretty drastically. Usually that you'll see them get less interested in water and food. They won't be as playful. They'll be really lethargic. This is what happened with Pippin when she got sick and passed last year. Gandalf's behavior has been just as playful and goofy and silly as normal. He's still a very hungry kitty. Nothing's changed. And my mom pointed that out too, because she was like keeping an eye on him, because he loves her. He hangs out with her a lot. But I really don't think anything's changed. He's sniffing it right now, though. I guess looking it's okay. That's how they... I may have to call... According to my vet, it's normal for older cats to get stuff like that. Let's see. I think we'll go this way. Once you get to a certain age as a kitty, you can have some skin things. Hopefully that's all it is. Yeah, it definitely needs some Neosporin. I will have to go and get that. We're gonna save here, call it for the day, and I will run and put some Neosporin on Kitty. We did that before and it seemed to really help, so. Pipe! Okay. I think the Bolorama should have a save point pretty close, so. Maybe your mom is Gandalf's Muse. Gandalf loves my mom. Every day he'll cry at my front door to go downstairs. He will go and scratch at my mom's door until he's allowed to come in and say good morning, and he does the same thing at night. He will just chill with her for like hours. It's adorable. They are besties. Oh, Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You just found out, Seiko. Unfortunately, Pippin passed away last year. One of my other kitties that you may... The Calico that you may have seen if you watched my older streams. She was a sweetheart, but she was 10 years old, had a heart condition, and unfortunately the condition just caught up with her very suddenly. But she went peacefully and was, you know, good, taken care of. And obviously I was very sad about it, but it happens, unfortunately. Better give him rose water. I don't think Kitty would like rose water. Does he sleep next to her? He will. Unfortunately, most of the time he still sleeps with me. I think this is gotta be where we need to go, maybe. Because my mom also has a dog that sleeps with her, and they don't always chill.
I'll wait here.
They're friends,
I
but
hate
sometimes
bowling.
Doggy would like to play
I
and
didn't
Kitty
come
would
here to
not.
play, you know.
Hurry back. Okay?
Sorry, baby. But thankfully, he's not, like, covered in boils and whatever. And the real big worry, cancer, wouldn't be behaving this way. It's gotta be a skin problem the way that it's behaving, so we keep an eye on it. And eat some pizza.
So what'd you do? Robbery? Murder?
Nah, nothing like that.
Huh?
Leave it alone.
You're just a gutless
I'll get you some
fatso.
sporin.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops.
Say I'm okay, everybody.
No, I just ran because I was scared.
You're so sweet, giving headbutts.
I don't know what the cops are doing.
I'm sorry to hear that,
But if you
Seiko.
did something bad, why don't you
It's
just
always
say
rough
you're
when
sorry?
Kitty dies. Or an animal pet.
Well,
It's
I
rough.
guess I run away a lot.
My niece
too.
lost her dog this year,
No
too.
good.
That was really sad.
They wouldn't listen. Nobody will ever forgive me.
She was a very old lady. Very sweet dog. Alright, I think there is a save point, like, right around the corner. And we will save. I'm losing my voice. For sure. The next one, maybe? I feel like there was one in the Bolorama. Was I wrong? I guess we'll keep going. I know there's one in the friggin' hospital, so we're not far.
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember. But,
There we go.
Are you alone here, Eddie?
You gonna play?
no.
Want to play? Usually he loves playing with this thing. Right now he's like, I don't know what to do with this. We're not on the ground. I can't chase it.
Wait! Come back!
Okay, I stare.
Eddie! Let's go after her!
Huh? Laura? But
You
why?
gonna pet it? You gonna get it?
Laura!
You just gonna watch.
Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
You know, I think
Forget
Masahiro Ito actually commented on the pizza. Oh, there he goes. I think he commented at one point. It joked about like Eddie getting it from a pizzeria or something. Get it, Eddie, get it. All right, I better play him. He loves my necklace. We play with that all the time. Even when I don't know we're playing, I'll just be chilling and laying down, and he'll be like, "Ha ha!" and grab it. All right, let's see. Think she this way? Yeah.
Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah.
Have you seen a little
She was
girl?
too fast for me.
Turned 7 last week.
Aren't you gonna go after her?
Come on, Maria. Sorry for knocking you over. Yeah, he joked it was a microwavable pizza. That might have been it. It was on Twitter a little while ago. Food, drink. Delicious. Kisses. Say no, Mom. Embarrassing. No kisses. He is looking at me like, how could you? Guess That's not the door? Oh.
She went through there.
Are we gonna do silent? Yeah, we're gonna do Shattered Memories. I gotta ask Swallowing Dragons when they're available for it again.
Is there any
But we'll
other
definitely
way?
do that.
Yeah,
we'll probably
there
finish
is.
this next Thursday,
Right through
and then
there.
whenever they're available, we'll play that one again. I just happened to be working on the research for this one, and I wanted to
It's
refresh
no
my
good.
memory.
It's locked.
Don't you have any rogue skills, James? You haven't put any points into locksmithing? Oh, baby. I'll take a picture, just in case I need it. I think that got it. Inside. Oh, I love this music so much. There we go. Bye, Leon. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one. I think you're right, Lobsel. I think there was a save point around here somewhere. Is that it? Nope, that is the Heaven's Night sign. Not that we aren't very far from the hospital, but I thought there was one. Oh well. Maria literally opened the door with her fingers. Listen, she's got magic fingers. I also like how she teleports down the stairs in front of you. Bob, are you gonna come say hi? Bob. Bob. He's coming this way.
Over there!
Alright, there is definitely a save point in this room. We will call it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like what I do and you want to support it, get extra content, longer episodes of Silent Hill Symbolism, free copies of my books, this is not the save point. Please become a member. It really does help me and allow me to do what it is that I do. You can join for as little as 99 cents a month on Patreon or YouTube. There are a lot of tiers that give you various rewards, which will be updated soon. I'm going to probably be giving out free copies of the physical books. I don't have them yet, so I can't add it yet, but that will be something that's coming. Check the description for links to a list of all the benefits you can get and the websites for signing up. You can also buy my books. Physically, they're not available right now because I'm updating them for the second edition, but you can get the digital copies or the audiobooks. Join the Discord, hang out with cool folks, follow me on social media, all that jazz. We will be playing more of this on Thursday. Tomorrow will be the reading of Heaven Official's Blessing. And, yeah, we'll just keep going from there. I'm going to keep working on the books. I'll keep y'all posted. Hopefully have more updates soon. Fear for the Flesh Edition 2 should be out at some point in the next week or so. I think that's all the news I have. Silent Hill Symbolism, the next one will be Thursday. And, yeah, check it out. It's on Spotify and various websites, so if you like listening to my voice and Silent Hill stuff, the first 3 of the podcast episodes, what I'm calling Season 2, are on various podcast websites. Thanks again for watching, and thanks to all of our members here today, like Jeff and Jessica, Delvin, Silent Leon, let's see who else was here, Billy. Thank you guys so much for the support and allowing me to do all this goofy stuff that I do. Alex, I think Kitsune was another one. Thank you guys for the support and for being here today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.